Welcome. Now look at how are we going to test these kind of classes which are like the model classes. So we have this model classes like calculator DTO, property DTO, entity. So all these classes have getter setters which are coming from Lombok. So if you have getter setters and those are also function, then that also lead for the they will also bring down your test overall test percentage down. So you have two options. Either you exclude your model classes from testing because it doesn't make sense. They don't have any testing logic in them. So you can exclude them from your from your build or from your sonar exclude, and it won't be used for calculation of test cases. So you can use you can have a Jacoco plugin which takes care of your code coverage. So there you can exclude this and it won't be covering it or including it for calculating the percentage. But if you want to do the test, so you can of course call the getter method and setter method and write the test for each. Or there's also another simplest way to do that, that is with the help of a library called mean bean. So that's a library. So let's go ahead and add the dependency of that library mean bean, because testing one getter and setter individually it's going to take a lot of time. So if we go for mean bean library, it makes life easier. So I'm going to add the dependency as org.meanbean, and then the artifact ID is meanbean. Let's add the version as well. So one of the stable version is 2.0.3, and of course we would need this only for testing purpose. So we will add the scope to test. This library is going to get used in the testing scope only. So now it has already imported it. If it has not, you can click here on Maven and then refresh here. So it's going to download it. So now that when the dependency is downloaded, let's go ahead into the test folder and create a test folder where we want to keep the test for our DTOs. So I'm going to right click and say package and then DTO. And here I'm going to create my test class which will test the DTO. So I will say right click class DTO tester, something like this. And here I'm going to just say iterate extends with Mockito extension dot class, and I would have to only create one function here, void test all DTOs, and I'm going to give annotation here as test, and maybe also give a name, display name, tests all DTOs getter setter. So now how we have to write the test is like bean tester. We have to say bean tester. We have to create an instance of it equal to new bean tester, and then we have to say bean tester dot test bean, and we have to pass the class name of the bean which we want to test. So in our case it's calculator DTO dot class, and also we have to say test bean tester dot test bean of our class which is property DTO. So if you have many other classes, you can go ahead and give them here, and that I think that's it, and then we can run the test and it should automatically do the code coverage for all these beans. So let's go ahead and run the test, and we say run test. So here it's going to test our beans, So let's wait. Although the bean doesn't have any logic, so it's just going to cover the line coverage. And there you go, our beans are tested and we don't have to write any extra piece of test for them. If you run this in the coverage mode, then also it's going to show us the coverage here. So let's see if it is 100% covered. Add suite. Yeah, and you see now the lines covered are 100% for our DTOs as well. Perfect. So this is how you can easily test your Pojo classes with mean bean. So this is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.